y'all, and welcome back to Moments with Miss Amy. I am so glad you joined me. So, as you can see, we are in a different place, and I also have a different haircut. So, lots of changes for summer, right? Well, today I wanted to share with you about Matthew 10:30. And that one there is, even the hairs on your head are numbered. So that God knows you so intimately that he even knows if you lose one hair, how many hair you have left. Isn't that crazy? I mean, like when I think about that, I just can't even think about it. Like I can't even fathom it, wrap my mind around it. Just the realization of like how intimately he knows me. And I'm going to tell you, he knows today, like how frustrated I was getting trying to get this set up to do this shoot because this was my plan. Today, I am getting this video done. I'm getting it set. I got a fresh haircut. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And, everything's great. A friend of mine, just an incredible friend, gave me an extra room that she had that I could set up for my studio. So I go in. I'm set. I know what I'm doing. I get my lights set. I get everything set. And then I begin to record and I'm like, ooh, the sound. Sure enough, I play it back and I listen and it's all echoey, echoey, echoey. And just like the acoustics are crazy. And I'm like, no, like everything was set. This is what I was going to do. I knew where I was doing it. Like, no, like this can't happen. But God knows, like he knew what was going on. And he knew that I was going to need to press on. I was going to need to push through this growth, this change to find where I could do it best at. So no lie, I even went in the bathroom, y'all, and was like trying to do it there. Selfies can work out really good in the bathroom, but videos, no. Like it was the same thing with the acoustics. It was crazy. So finally found this spot, which I don't know about y'all, but I just love the color of this paint anyway. But obviously, if I'm going to keep taping in this location, I'm going to end up learning, which I'm really kind of excited about, to learn how to do green screen and be able to have something behind me that gives y'all something more to look at. So let's go back to that scripture and let's talk a little bit about the numbers of the hair on the head. So realizing that God knows us intimately and realizing that sometimes he has things for us that we have to grow to get to. And he knows what growth that we have, that we need. We sometimes don't know exactly what that is, and other times we do. So for example, I chose to go ahead and get my hair chopped good and short, which is not something that I normally do. Like y'all who know me know that, I don't do this number. But the thing is, I had really liked when my hair was like a little bit more natural curly, but with it getting longer and being so thin, it was pulling it down and there weren't curls, and it was really being a struggle to do something with my hair. I don't have the patience to do it, okay? You ladies who do, your hair looks fabulous and oh my gosh, like amazing. And if I had someone to do mine for me, hello, that would totally be happening. I don't, okay? I want to just be able to wash it, crunch it, and go. And so to do that, it took pushing out of my comfort zone and doing something different, like a haircut like this, to be able to get my hair to start doing what it needed to be able to grow, to even up, to make that change so that it wasn't pulling it down so much. So I made the decision to go ahead and do that. I told my beautician, I said, go for it, just do it. And I realized, and I told her that I realized, that it may take 1, 2, 3 more haircuts to really start training my hair to do what it is that I want. Now I'm really blessed because this morning got up, washed my hair, put the stuff in it, scrunched it up, and personally, I think it's kind of cute, okay? So I was really happy. I wasn't sure how hard it was going to be to do this. But she did give me a couple of tricks, a couple of things to do as I'm dealing with this growth of how like to do these finger curls and things like that. And we're not going to get into this big hair thing because that's not what my videos are all about. But there were things that I could do to help myself during this growth phase to be okay with it. And that's something I just kind of wanted to touch on a little bit with you because, all of us, like wherever you are, there you are, right? I mean, like all of us have areas that we're in our life that we can look and see that we want to have change. But that change doesn't happen overnight. That change takes stepping out of our comfort zone sometimes. It takes being intentional about what we're doing, creating habits so that those habits begin to replace the bad habits that we have so that we begin becoming that person that it is that we want to be, or we're able to achieve that goal it is that we want to achieve. And realizing that we're not alone on this journey. I mean, first of all, if you happen to have a mentor or a great friend, an encourager, things like that, but also realizing that God is with us along this whole journey. Okay? He knew that it was going to take me some work to figure out where I could do this video, but he knew that I would do it. I would keep pushing. And you know something? I'm proud of myself. I really am. It might be a simple thing, but hey, I didn't just give in and do it in a room that I knew that the acoustics were just going to make it too hard for everyone to watch or me to even rewatch, okay? And he knew that I would get my brain going and start thinking and looking as to what was going to work out best and how could I do this. And I did. And that's today's video. So just to give you guys encouragement, to tell you you're not alone out there. First of all, hey, message me. I would love to help to be an encourager for you for whatever it is that you're doing and growing in. If you don't know God personally, get a hold of me. I would love to introduce you, all right? And if you feel kind of stuck and a little bit frustrated because you have where you want to be and you haven't gotten there yet, thinking back over where it is that you were to where you are now, and then looking ahead to see where it is you want to go, realize that during that journey, you are going and growing and making the changes, and be proud of yourself. Like I said, it doesn't happen overnight, but sometimes when you stop what you're doing and you look back, you're like, hey, I'm so much further than I was and I didn't even realize it. It happens sometimes almost just without a bunch of fanfare, you know what I mean? Without a big, ta-da, look where I'm at today. Sometimes it's just whoa, hey, hello. I'm so much further. And that's a great thing. And so make sure that as you're going along this journey, keep track of it. If you're not already journaling, that is a great way to be able to see where you're at, where you're going, and how you're doing on that. And then share it. Share it with someone who encourages you, someone who uplifts you. Gosh, I hate to say this, but I feel like I have to. Don't share it with someone who's going to tear you down. Don't share it with someone who's be like, yeah, but that ain't gonna last. Don't do that. Don't share it with someone who wants you to get ahead, just not further than they are, okay? Make sure you're sharing with someone who actually can be your accountability partner, who can actually be your cheerleader, who can actually not only listen and care, but also be understanding when you get a little bit frustrated about how long the journey's taking. So I hope all of this information is things that encouraged you, helped you to feel not alone, maybe gave you some insight as to why sometimes it's frustrating when you feel a little stuck, okay? So please make sure that you click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to click that little bell. And thank you again so much for joining me for Moments with Miss Amy.